Hello, Internet world. It's your man, Mr. Sycamore, the man you all love that loves you back. It's Monday, August 5th, and you're tuned into Mr. Sycamore'S place. I'm glad you could join me on this wonderful day. I really appreciate your listening ear. For some of you, today is the first. For some of you, you're like, where have you been? Some of you are like, glad to have you back. What's been up? It's been 2 months since I've been on the air. There were some things that I had to take care of. There's a lot of things going on with me that I had to do. Sorry they took precedence over the show. I will apologize for doing that. I'm not really going to get into what it was. It's irrelevant, but I'm back. That's what we're concerned with. Mr. Sycamore and Mr. Sycamore'S Place, we are back, and we are here for the new listeners and for the loyal listeners who I put out there that I was coming back, and they are here today to support me in a major way as they've done before and are continuing to do. I really appreciate you all for being here. I really do mean that. Today is the start of the week, people. For you all who've been, that don't know about the show, I'm going to let you know what's going on. Everything is still cool. The format is still the same. I'm Monday through Wednesday. I'm from 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yes, I'm only a 30-minute format. So we have to get what we have to get in those 30 minutes, but we get it in and we enjoy each other. Like I said, for the new listeners, we get it in on this show. This is a family-oriented show. We keep it clean. We don't use the profanity on this show. So if you decide to call in, I'm going to give you the number to call in if you'd like to, but we keep it clean on this show, okay? So this is a family-oriented show, Monday through Wednesday. We get it in. We have fun. We have business. We have personal. We have, it's just a family fun show over here at Mr. Sycamore'S Place. I'm your host, yours truly, Mr. Sycamore. Like I said, I've been gone for 2 months, but I am back. Hopefully, you all accept me with open arms like you did when I first came on, because I think I'm here to stay this time. We go through things, and, things happen in life. It just happens. Well, for anyone who would like to call into the show, my number is area code 347-327-9589. Once again, that number is area code 347-327-9589. What I do is Monday and Tuesday I give you topics for us to talk about. On Wednesdays, I have what is called Word Up Wednesday. Word Up Wednesday, it's a free-for-all. We go through anything you want to talk about. You can go over the topics you may have missed the 2 previous days before. It's whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to promote, what have you. That's what goes on Word Up Wednesdays. But Mondays and Tuesdays, we have topics that I bring to you, and I would hope that some of you will call in and talk about your topics, or either you can go into the chat room and discuss it over there for those who don't want to come on the air. Now, in order for you to go into the chat room and become a part of the chat room, you must become a registered follower of Mr. Sycamore'S Place. You have to register at Blog Talk Radio. Register at Blog Talk Radio, and hopefully I have you as a follower of Mr. Sycamore'S Place. But you have to register with Blog Talk Radio to interact over into the chat room. Sometimes I have people over there. I have a song of the day that comes midway through the show. And during the song of the day, I go over into the chat room. I chop it up with them, who's ever over there. That's if anything's going on. If not, I try to get it going. And if not, then that's cool too. But if anything goes on in the chat room during the song of the day, I bring it to the forefront in the bottom half of the show. That's what goes on in Mr. Sycamore'S Place. That's how it was then, and that's how it is now. There's nothing majorly changed about it. It's just that I wasn't here for a while. But once again, like I said, now I am back. I think I have a great topic for you all today. Today, my topic is, it's mates and money. And my question to you is, during a relationship, either if you're just a couple that's living together or if you're married, but during that relationship, is it ever okay for your mate or your significant other, is it ever okay for them to take your hard-earned household income, whether it's his, whether it's hers, however it goes, and give it to family and friends just because the family and friends say they need some extra loot? Is it okay for them to take you all's money and give it to their family and friends, but when it's time for you all to pay your bills, you're lacking. You have to be late. You're behind on your payments because your mate gave you all's money away out of the kindness or the goodness of their heart to their family members or to their friends. Believe it or not, fam, it happens. This happens all the time. And I just felt like, today I want to bring that to the forefront. I'm coming back. I want to start my show off again with something that I think is relevant in the relationship world. So you all let me know what you think about that. Let me know your thoughts. If you want to call in and let me know, once again, that number is 347-327-9589 if you want to call in and talk about that. Now, during the song of the day, don't call in because the song of the day is dedicated to the chat room, and you'll be on hold until the bottom half of the show. That's how that goes. But if you want to call in, once again, that number is area code 347-327-9589. Today we're talking about mates and money. Now, Mr. Sycamore's thoughts on that. If I'm in a relationship and I'm living with my significant other, as some of the old folks say, if I'm just shacking up, or if I'm married, so basically if you're married and you're not military or something like that, you're living together. So if I'm in a household, if me and my mate have an income, whether we have a double income or we have an income that go, together. We have one income in the bank and we have a shared income. However it goes. Either way, if my woman was to get my money, and normally this is done without the mate's, knowledge of it until crunch time when, the bills aren't paid and then the question has to come up of what happened to the money. That's normally how it happens. So with me, if that was to happen, if my lady friend or my wife was to get our money, whether she's working or if she's not working, if she was to get our money and she was to give it to her mom. Now, I'm going to say mom from the jump street. There are a lot of other options, but I'm going to use mom right now. If she was to get our money and give it to her mom because her mom called her and said, baby, your mother's short, just say $200 on my utility bill. I need it. I'm going to give it back to you. You'll get it in such and such a time. I don't know what the conversation is. All I know in the long run is when bill time comes, the money is not there. So I go to my mate or my wife, and I say, hey, baby, what's going on? This money is missing. We're going to be short $200 on our bill. And then it comes to me after I brought that up. Not beforehand, not, baby, my mom needs some money, not, honey, my mom needs some money. Is it okay for me to give her this? And then maybe if it was to come to me in that fashion, maybe I'll have a chance to go out and do a little bit more hustling, or, something can be set aside, something that I normally get may not be got this month because, I know, okay, mom-in-law needs something, a little help, so I have to cut back on something this month. That's cool. But if it only comes to the forefront once I figure out at bill time this money is missing, and I said, baby, what's going on? And then mom needed some money, so I took the money out of our account and I gave her $200. Oh, she's going to pay me back. Okay, but look, did it not cross your mind that, okay, you may get this money back, but did it not cross your mind that we have bills also? Did you not realize that we didn't have overhead money? Did you not realize that we had money? We're struggling as well. And if our money is gone and our bills are late, what do you think is going to happen to us? Do you think that, that the utility company will not turn our lights off? You think we can give them a sob story to keep the lights on? And if you could, and they give us an extension, it's still a late fee, which now is extra money that we have to pay. My whole point being, don't take your mate's money and use it, give it to other people, and then your mate have to find out once the bill is late or once you find out the bill is going to be late, and then there's crunch time to where, okay, now I got to go out and get some money from somewhere. Now I'm borrowing because you're not going to go borrow. If that was the case, you would have borrowed the money from somebody else to give to your mom. I'm just using mom. And then you would have owed them back. But no, you take out of our pocket So now we only have Lent, and Lent don't pay the bills. I love your mom. I love my mother-in-law. But look, life is life. And once you get inside those households, you have to talk about things you're going to be doing. You can't just be doing it, or you can't say, oh, I took my part out and I gave her my part. I didn't touch your money. Look, we're a couple now. Like I said, whether married or whether in a household shacking, however it goes. Most people that shack probably don't, share incomes as far as having the same bank account or what have you. I don't know. But either way, you're in a household now and bills are shared, unless you got someone in the house who pays all the bills. Now, if they pay all the bills and you're not contributing, then, there's really nothing you can say. You can just be upset, but, hey, you don't pay anything on the bills anyway. But if it is paid 50-50, 70-30, what have you, if it is shared, there is no way that, and I'm speaking for Mr. Sycamore, there is no way that my woman is going to do that too often. Because once it's done the first time, you didn't know about it until, like I said, till that time, and it was too late at that point. And then there was the sob story, what have you, that was given to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. No need for arguments. Just lay it down and say, look, that shouldn't have happened. And if they continue to do it, now I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, and I don't know what to tell you on my behalf because I haven't had that happen to me, but I do know this. I wouldn't do it to my mate. So, therefore, I'm not going to have it done to me. Once again, if we have that extra, no problems, do what you got to do, help moms out, I have no problem with that. Now, it is a little different with the family and friends things. I mean, some people say their friends are just like family. I get that. But you know what? Look, hey, and if they're able-bodied, we really going to have a problem. I mean, if you got somebody that's just sitting down, and I'm not going to say what they're sitting down doing. I'm not here to judge you. If you're sitting down playing a video game all day, or if you're out, doing your little smoky smoke all day, or if you're out drinking all day, I don't care what the case is. If you're out all day doing nothing but you're able-bodied and you're not even attempting to do your thing to make preparations for your bills, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna hit on Sally or a Jim, and I know they'll hook me up. And most of the time, those people don't have intentions of paying you back. And if they do, they ain't gonna be able to pay you back when they say they're gonna pay you back. That just happens. I'm guilty of that. I've paid back all my debts, but there's been times where I couldn't pay when I said I could pay. And, there's some people who don't like that. I mean, I have an uncle, God bless the dead, he's passed on, he's gone away. He would say, if I'm going to loan you this money, don't tell me you're going to pay me back in 10 days, and then in 10 days you say, it's going to be a month before I can pay you. Then you're not going to get the money from Jump Street. Just say, I'll try to pay you back in a month. Now, if you get a chance to pay me back before that month is over, that's cool. But now, in a month, if you hadn't paid me back, we got a problem. So, I mean, that's a whole nother matter. I've gotten off base just a little. But my whole point is, people, let me know what you think about the issue and the factor of your mate getting your money and giving it away, knowing that you all have bills, not sure if the money's going to come back before bill time, or even if they have a concern about it. Don't let me know right now by way of call, because what we're about to do is we're about to go into the song of the day. But what I want you to do is, if you don't mind and if you feel like doing it, and if you don't, cool, Mr. Sycamore can talk with the best of them, and I have a little bit more I can say. But let me know your thoughts on this issue, on this topic that we have today, that's mates and money. On the bottom half, let me know what you think about that. But what I'm about to do now is I'm about to go into the song of the day. When I bring a song of the day, I try to keep it as close as I can to the topic. That's exactly what I do. So when I play the song of the day, I go over into the chat room, as I stated. Once I go over into the chat room, then, I go over there and I see what the chat room has to say. I bring what they have to say into the forefront at the bottom, and we go from there. But what I'm about to do today is I'm about to go into the song of the day. All right. I am back. Mr. Sycamore, and this is Mr. Sycamore's Place. That was the song of the day by Mr. Tyrone Brunson, and that song was Sticky Situation. I try to keep the songs close to as close to the topic as I can. That had nothing to do with mates and money, but with the way that I threw the topic out there about your mates getting your money and giving it away, that is or can become a sticky situation. So that was my song of the day by Tyrone Brunson. It was called Sticky Situation. I went over into the chat room as I normally do during the song of the day, and Miss DivinelyPurple was over there, and I have to give a big shout out to Miss DivinelyPurple. For first-time listeners, for people who've been listening for a while, Miss DivinelyPurple was my first listener. She was the lady who came on, checked out my first show. She was a first for a lot. I give kudos to those who listen to Mr. Sycamore's Place. They can up themselves, but I have no problems with upping them. I give props to those who make me feel good about my accolades or about my show or what have you. And Miss DivinelyPurple, she was there from day one. Mr. Sycamore has been gone for 2 months. He put out there that he was coming back on the 5th of August. He put that out, a week ago. And I don't know who else is listening. I'm hoping that I have a lot of listeners out there today, but I do know that Miss DivinelyPurple is back. When Mr. Sycamore's Place came back, Miss DivinelyPurple was back. How do I know that? Because she's over in the chat room, as she always is. We chopped it up just a little, nothing about the topic, but she told me that she's glad to see that I'm back, and she's looking forward to all the shows that I have lined up for you listeners. And as I said before, and I'm still saying, I'm sticking with my guns, this is not just my show, it's our show. I'm, the conductor of this train, but a train is running by itself is no good. You need passengers. I'm doing this for me, but I'm doing it for you all as well. Miss DivinelyPurple, kudos, big ups to you for being here and coming back when I came back. I'm going to try to be here for you all from here on out, and it seems like Miss DivinelyPurple, if no one else is along for the ride, and I really do appreciate that. I don't have any callers to talk about this about the topic. If anyone calls in, I'll go to that call and I'll stop what I'm doing. But what I want to do is, since I don't have any callers to talk about the topic, there are a few things I want to throw out there just to kind of promote other people or to, like I said, to up them on, give them big ups on accomplishments or what have you, because, that's what I do. I want to make everybody feel good about something they're going through, their positives or what have you, and to help them and make them feel good about it. First off, I'm going to give some big ups, some kudos, and a big congratulations to my cousin, Mr. Algeron M. Napier. Mr. Algeron Napier, he was a student at Florida A&M University, and he graduated on Saturday. I'm sorry, let me take that back. He graduated on Friday, the 2nd of August. He graduated from the School of Allied Health Sciences, and he got a degree in the Bachelor of Science in Health Science, Concentration in Occupation and Wellness. So congratulations to my cousin, Algeron Napier, and finally making it through. He says he's not quitting. He still has some more to do. I told him, look, if he makes it there, I'll be there. Lord willing, I'll be there. So big ups to my cousin Al. Congratulations on getting that degree. Me, Mr. Sycamore, I had an event this past Saturday for the kids from my community. I'm from Sycamore. That's the name. And I felt in my heart that I needed to start doing something for my community. I'm one of those people who I have a change in mental. I'm going to say as of late, but I'm growing. As my grandmother used to say, I'm growing up. And I felt that, look, I know the kids in my community, that some of them need help, and I figured, you know what, I got with my partner in crime from FOSIS, Event Planning and Promotions, Miss Yolanda Reed, and we got together and we did a back-to-school, thing for the kids. So Mr. Sycamore had a thing for the kids, and Mr. Sycamore's kids. I had my first annual back-to-school fun fair. I had it down in Sycamore, where I'm from, And, I had problems getting there. I'm not going to get into that, but the devil tries to block you anytime you're doing something good. I'm not going to get into that, but I thank God that he has the upper hand in everything, and we made it there. We started later than we thought, but we made it there. The kids enjoyed it. I'm on Facebook. I have a page on Facebook, Mo Style Inclusive Music, and Folks' Event Planning and Promotions. We have a page, an event page over on Facebook. I'm going to put some videos and some pictures up from that event. It's a page where we put our events and our parties, but I'm going to put some pictures up for that event. The children loved it. After the children left, we kept it going a little for the adults, just, sit out and enjoy ourselves with some music and have fun and jokes and laughs. But it was a thing that I did on August the 3rd. Gave some school supplies out to the kids. We're going to do it again next year. Hopefully this is going to be something that I can continue to do as long as the Lord allows me to. So Mr. Sycamore did his thing for his first annual Mr. Sycamore'S Kids this past Saturday, and it was a wonderful thing. The kids and parents enjoyed it, and I'm here to do that as long as I can. The last thing that I'm going to tell you all about today is them Country Boys, the motorcycle club. They're going to have their 11th annual anniversary weekend. It starts August the 9th, and it goes through to August 10th. What they're going to do on August 9th, they're going to have a meet and greet at 5 p.m. Until about 7 p.m. at the Horseshoe Motor Lodge in Quincy, Florida. And that address is 17890 Blue Star Highway, Quincy, Florida, 32351. They're going to have a cash bar. It's going to be a free R&B concert for the biker boys and girls if they wear their colors. Everyone else, come on out, enjoy, have fun with us. It's going to be $5 entry fee. That Saturday, they're going to have a prostate cancer charity ride. You have to meet at the host hotel, which is the Hampton Inn in Quincy, Florida. It's $5 per bike. They're going to have a picnic from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., and then they're going to have their anniversary party at 9 until 2 a.m. that Saturday. All of that is going to be, Mr. Sycamore, I'll be on the ones and twos, and as I tell everybody, I'll be giving you that feel-good music to keep you on your feet or jigging in your seat. We're going to have a good time, so if you can, come out and support them Country Boys. Oh, and on that Saturday night for the party, it's $10 entry fee. But, people, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came back to join me on my day back. But always in closing, I have to go now in closing. I always say, keep your head up, stay focused, and always let your good times outweigh your bad times. Good night, everyone.
Just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt grow, thinking how it all looks hand-me-down. Good time, keeping your head above water, making a way when you can. Temporary layoff. Good